Café and Networking Podcast promotes successful business experts. I'm Tom Reaoch, known as the King of Networking, connecting people throughout the world from my podcast studio in Brazil. Joining us today from Gill, Massachusetts is Nismah Osman, founder and head coach at Music Licensing Mastery. Nismah is a songwriter, music producer, vocalist, business person with a penchant for outside-the-box thinking. Helps musicians increase their income. So Nismah, how can musicians start to earn real income from their music?
Hi, Tom. Thank you for having me. So the first thing and the one thing that I always say is learn how to get your music in film and TV. So there's a subsector, I guess you could say, in the music industry called sync licensing or music licensing, and that is the simple process of being paid to have your music used in TV shows, films, commercials, etc. And I teach people how to do that, and it's an excellent way to start earning a living because you not only get paid on the upfront licensing fee, but you also earn residual royalties after the show or whatever has aired for quite some time. So it's a great way to actually start earning real tangible income, continued passive income. And of course you can use that money however you see fit, but a lot of artists reinvest it back into their music. They use it for creating music, producing, for marketing, or just to live, So it's really a fantastic way to start getting the ball rolling on the business side of your music career.
But you mentioned a key word there that I don't want to overpass, is the word licensing.
Yep.
Because many times, as I see in the musicians I know, they're out there, they're creative. All right? They're singing, or whatever they're doing, but they don't think about licensing that. They don't think about capturing whatever it is for themselves, because what you mentioned, obviously, for TV and film, you have to have the license. You have to have somewhere registered that that's yours.
Right.
So do you also help musicians do that process of licensing?
Absolutely. If you work with me, I take you step by step through every facet of how to have a successful, profitable career in music licensing. And that includes the administrative sort of quote unquote back end piece of that puzzle. So like registering your music properly, making sure everything is legal and good to go. We cover all of that together.
So let's consider, just say someone who's an amateur. They may consider themselves an amateur because they're just, playing for their friends or, pickups at home or whatever. But that step to licensing, theoretically, you become a professional.
Sure. I guess, yeah. If you're making money from it, you're a pro, right? Yeah.
Well, even before you make money, you need to have the paperwork.
Well, that's true. Yes. That piece is very important, and it does separate you from the crowd.
And two, that is protecting your name or protecting your brand or whatever that may be. Yeah,
your intellectual property, essentially.
So that's the start. So for any musician, anybody out there playing, how can they find you? Is your coaching in person or is it online?
So I coach exclusively online to anywhere, with anyone all over the world. So, totally accessible. And they can you can contact me on my website, nismahosman.com, and we can see if we would work together. We'd be a good fit if I can help you get something going.
And I mentioned you're the songwriter, so you have that creative part, putting it together. You're a producer, right?
Yep.
You're also a vocalist and singer.
Yeah.
So those are the various facets of being an artist, and each of those has to be covered in the license agreement.
Absolutely. Yeah. You have to make sure you know who's involved with what, who owns what piece, and the songwriting and the production they're different pieces legally speaking. So we take care of all that, and I've been around the block many times on each of those pieces. So definitely won't lead you astray.
So you're the person to put the pieces together in the puzzle.
Absolutely.
And come out making money.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for.
Well, Nismah, how can our audience find you?
Yeah, just as I said, head to my website, nismahosman.com, and there you can find a quick button to book a free 15-minute, no obligation call or chat. And we're just going to talk and see if you're the right person that I can help, just to make sure you're in the right place musically, you have the right goals, and then we'll go from there.
We even help people set their goals, because obviously when someone's starting up, they may not even have a goal.
That's absolutely true. Yes,
so your coaching is to help people find direction.
Absolutely. And then follow through on getting to the end.
And taking them to the bank.
That's right.
So thanks again for being part.
Thank you.
Okay, and for our listeners, again, you can find more information about Nismah Osman. Nismah is Nismah, the last name Osman. You find her on LinkedIn as well as her site, which is nismahosman.com. Café and Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agriculture market research specialist in Brazil. More information at their site, focusmi.com. Talk to Tom, talk to the world. Thanks for listening. Until the next time here at Café and Networking Podcast.